So it's a lot of fun. I mean, there's a lot of us
Yeah.
that have a lot of fond memories because your family's been in Petaluma for over 100 years. Over 100 years. We were talking about how her mom and dad would take her to the fair, or because times were so different, they were allowed to come on their own and go to the fair and spend time with their friends at the fair. And then they brought us. So her and her brother brought my sister and I and my cousins over to the fair. And then we got old enough to come on our own. And I know my cousins' kids, that they come over to the fair and they've got their spouses and now their kids, and they come over to the fair. So for us, there's just a lot of fun.
A lot of good times.
A lot of fun, a lot of good times. There's been a lot of changes to the property and how it's used, but I think it's still got so much function and fun left in it that a little creativity could make it something that for the next 100 years, families like ours are still continuing. Because I bring my boys down every summer and throughout the rest of the year, and we visit Petaluma regularly, and I bring them over here. And you know, if there were some sort of thing for my 13-year-old son, I would be more than comfortable to bring him over, or even let him walk down on his own, you know, with security presence, to be involved in activities here. In fact, he asked about a demolition derby just this morning, wanting to know if there was one while we were in town. And I said, I don't think they do that one anymore, but there's racing and it's after we leave. So just so many things.
One thing I noticed, you have a lot of like quinceañeras and stuff that go on the weekends now, and we can hear the music from home. I don't understand Spanish, but I really enjoy the music. It's nothing I would complain about. And it's just so many different things have happened to the fairgrounds. I used to walk over with my dog because they had dog shows, you know, champion dog shows in the summertime, or cat shows.
A cat show?
They had a dog and cat shows in the summertime that we would walk over to. You know, now they have the ugly dog contest. When I was in high school, it was the Miss Sonoma Marin pageant. So we've gone from a beauty pageant to ugly dogs. I'm not sure how that works.
I much prefer the slick chick. I much prefer the slick chick, which you were involved in 67, 68,
yeah,
somewhere in there.
I had a friend who was running for Miss Sonoma Marin, the queen of the thing, and she wasn't getting any participation. She said, if we don't get enough contestants, they won't have the contest. So she talked me into joining. So okay, I'll do it. What the heck? Yeah, it'll be fun. And so, you know, you got in your bathing suit. They had the whole lineup in the newspaper. And
in the newspaper, for everyone to see.
The Argus.
Everyone saw it.
Wow.
And we were trying to find it in the Argus Courier, and we couldn't find it. But you had the whole spread, and I didn't win. I found out I was too young, actually, and I think my friend knew this. No. But I was either first or second runner-up. Another friend of mine was there, and so you had your queen, and then you had the milkmaid was one runner-up, and the slick chick was the other runner-up. So I got to be the slick chick, which I thought was much better than being a milkmaid.
That sounds like a grand prize to me.
But whenever Miss Sonoma Marin, her name was Debbie Murray, whenever she couldn't do something, then one of us would step in and do her duties, which, yeah, we opened up truck stop, Reinhardt's truck stop out on the boulevard.
Okay.
So we opened that up. There were a couple other things. We were in the parade in a convertible of some kind, the three of us sitting in that, waving. You had to be at the fair every day for free, which was nice.
That is very special.
And you just walked around with your banner on, you know, feeling very princess-like. A lot of fun.
Cool.
Promoting the fair.
Promoting the fair, and that's what you did all year. You promoted the Sonoma Marin Fair.
And I always thought it was fun to look at your picture and go, my mom was a slick chick.
Slick chick.
I still tell people my mom was slick chick.
What, yeah, who was that? No, I mean, nobody knows anymore.
But they still know Petaluma as the egg basket.
Yeah.
And so, you know, once you put in that it was Petaluma, and they're known for their egg production and their history, and it was during that.
Well, they used to have the contest years ago.
Oh, we saw a
So-
picture in the archives from 1947. They had the Slick Chick contest in
Okay.
1947.
It was the Miss Sonoma Marine Fair pageant, not the Slick Chick.
Hey,
But
the newspaper headline said Slick Chick.
that's true.
But it was 1947, so, I mean, they've been doing it for
Long time.
a really long time. You gonna show your photo? Because if not, I'm
Oh.
going to.
Yeah, this was opening, during the drawing
Reinhardt's,
at
you'll
the
have to-
opening of the new truck stop in town.
And what's happening in this photo?
I got to pull out the winning names for their drawing that they were having. I don't remember what the prize was, but you had to draw out like 3 different names, and the radio station was there, and the newspaper was there. And we were interviewed at the pageant. They actually had the whole stage set up in front on the racetrack. And you came out and you had to model in your evening gown, you had to model in your bathing suit, and Ron Walters, who was a KTOB radio celebrity, he came out and interviewed each of us.
Fun.
And so it was a lot of fun.
Very fun.
It was a lot of fun. And then we had your 60th birthday party. We surprised you with the birthday party and had that here in the same building where it used to be the restaurant.
Mhm.
We had that catered by Lombardi's
Okay.
Deli and Catering. So we used a local business to cater that. And we had probably 50 to 75 people just at your birthday party. We had dancing. We had a local DJ that came in and did music. And so we, all came and we took family photos out by one of the fences here at the fairgrounds, and were able to have generational family pictures done at the time, which was nice,
Yeah.
because you don't always get an opportunity to do that, but making that available was, really a unique opportunity, I think, for us.
Yeah, so we've done a lot. Fairgrounds means a lot. We'd really miss it if it went away. And not just us, but like I say, I think a lot of Petaluma, especially old Petaluma whose families still live close. There's just so many memories and so much love and appreciation for the town, because the town has done so much here that I think a lot of us would really miss it.
Yeah. If you had to describe the fairgrounds to someone that's never been there, what would you say?
Oh, goodness. It's kind of the heart
Of the town.
of Petaluma, because it's been here for so long, and there are so many families that have stayed in the area that it's a part of their families as well as ours, and it's just kind of that pulse of things happen there, and you look forward to them, and it's this great space to spend time in, and there's so many different possibilities for how it can be used now, because our world is changing, but I think as it changes, some of that focus is coming back to families and pulling your families together, and the fairgrounds is a great place for that to happen, and it always has been. From squirrel feeds to 60th birthday parties, it's been that place.
Yeah.
4th of July, we can see the fireworks from the backyard, but when they would have the ground displays and stuff here at the Petaluma Fairgrounds, we would all pack up from Grandma and Grandpa's. Mom and Dad would pack us all up, and we'd bring our blankets and we'd sit out on the fairgrounds property to watch the 4th of July fireworks here. And so it's been that center. It's central
Yeah.
to Petaluma.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that emotion, and it's so strong that your family has experienced the fairgrounds generationally, and also it's striking to me where you can experience the fairgrounds without even being on the fairgrounds, just
Exactly.
hearing the raceway and knowing what's going on at the race, and you're not even watching it.
Yep.
To have that kind of sensory experience and just deep connection is so special.
Yeah.
So special.
Yeah, and it's, you know, even my cousin's friends, I know some of them have moved away, but when you talk to them about Petaluma, going to the fair or the arcade or the concerts, that always comes up. That's always part of the conversation.
In fact, we just met a person yesterday at Oakland Zoo, and we were telling them about 4th of July and coming. You should come to Petaluma to the fairgrounds and see the fireworks. And
Yeah, I know they
So-
moved them down to Lacasey. I don't know if they moved them back because I don't pay close enough attention, but
they're here.
you know, sharing Petaluma with other people, that the activities of the fairgrounds come up. They just do. It's a natural part of your conversation about the town
Right.
and the people. And we've had good concerts here. I've seen a lot of concerts.
A lot of fun shows.
Yeah.
Yep, in the 80s it was Huey Lewis and the News that I saw. They were big then. We've seen country performers, none of whom are coming to my mind at the moment because I'm thinking about Clay Walker being here Saturday night, but
You're gonna have fun.
I'm like, turn that one up and I'll just float in the pool and
So
listen
will
to
you
Clay
guys
Walker.
go, or will you just listen from home?
I don't know. It depends on, we have a family party at the house on Saturday, so it kind of depends on when that ends, whether we'll be at the fair on Saturday, but we're definitely going to be here tomorrow on Friday, so we'll do that, and if nothing else, we'll enjoy whatever parts of it we can hear from the backyard,
Yeah, absolutely.
which one of the advantages to dealing with the traffic all year on Payran is getting to hear the fair.
I love the quinceañeras. So you can sit out in the backyard and listen to music all day. So you don't have to understand it to
A free
enjoy
show,
it.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you're fortunate enough to live within the block.
I'm curious, what about smelling food? Can you guys get any scents from the fair when it's going on?
No,
No.
not really. Too far away, too much air movement.
Yeah,
It'd be nice.
Be nice. You could if we take a walk in the evening, we can certainly smell
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun place to spend time, and building your family with a place that you can do that is important. You know, families are the heart of society, and if we can start building families back up by giving them a safe place to have gatherings or activities, then we're helping to knit that society back together, because we see so many things that are ripping it apart. That, you know, bringing families together is something the fairgrounds has the ability to do.